Welcome to Behind the Veil. Now, here is your transformational coach, Tammy
I like to start with intention. And reading through all of your stuff, my intention for you is just that we bring you the most amount of clarity, finding those patterns that are really holding you to this old, stuck, revolving door in your relationships. I really want to find that peace, that belief that is hindering you from creating the new thing.
Okay.
So that is my intention with this call today. And if I could give you one thing on this call that could make the biggest difference in your life right now, what would that one thing be?
The strength to move forward no matter what that path is. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think my hiccups come when I have to let someone go, and I can't do that. I don't know what it is, but I really need the strength to move forward no matter what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And why do you think that you hold on so tight to relationships?
I think I use them as a form of escapism, um, and comfort. The current person that I'm involved with, slash not involved with, is like a safety blanket. Um, he's always there, even if I think he's a terrible person.
And what is he saving you from?
Mm, my own inner turmoil, maybe. My own loneliness.
What else do you
That's
think he's saving you from?
mm, saving me from. Uh, I don't know. And this is the opposite of saving me from, but like he might be something that I hold on to so that I don't have to like step up and really move forward and fly,
Mm.
if that makes any sense. Like my fear of stepping into this woman that I want to be, like he's saving me from having to move forward and really fly. Does that
Mm.
make sense?
It actually really does. So if he wasn't holding you back and you had the freedom to step into that new version that you're fighting, what do you think you're getting out of that? So it would be something like, if I stay small, I'm avoiding.
Mm. I'm avoiding like embracing my power, maybe.
Mhm.
I'm avoiding,
And if I embrace my power, that will mean.
oh, if I embrace my power, that would mean I would really have to truly unconditionally love and accept myself.
Mhm. And if I truly loved and unconditionally accepted myself, that would mean.
That I could overcome all the drama and BS, that I'd be able to soar, I'd be able to develop my business in the ways that I have visions of. I would be able to stop beating myself up.
Mm,
I would be able to allow myself to grow and harvest fruit, if that makes any sense.
of course it does. Of course it does. Because at the base of everything is just we're all doing what we believe serves us to the best of our ability. We're doing that. And so my work here is just to find that belief that is stuck in the craw, right? You got a belief that is hindering you from fully stepping in. And what I noticed with myself, I don't know what it's going to be for you. It could be completely different. But what I noticed when I followed the rabbit trail all the way down is I was keeping myself small because I believed that if I fully stepped into my power and I fully didn't hold myself back anymore, what would happen is I'd be alone. So it was this fear of being alone. And once I saw it, and I was like, I can never be alone. I can never be alone because I have this entire team behind me non-physical team behind me, right? And so it isn't even possible for me to be fully alone. And the same would be true for you. So we got to find what's at the very base of that. Was it, do you need to plug your
Yeah, sorry, I plugged in.
Okay, good. So let's look at, I want to look at your relationships, okay? And I want you to be as specific as you can in identifying what are the characteristics that these men that you've chosen are. What are their common characteristics negatively?
Oh, I'm sorry, we're breaking up.
Oh no,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You're good. Can you hear me?
Okay, I think we're back. It was just really choppy for a second. Did you
Okay.
ask? Oh, it's saying I have an unstable connection. We'll see if we can do this. You asked me a common characteristic that all of the men that I've dated have had.
hmm
Um,
Similarities, yeah. Common threads.
Similarities. Addicts, liars, cheaters, users, manipulators.
Those are the big ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me about your most current experience. The one that you're really
Um,
struggling with eliminating right now. Tell me about that one.
we met and kind of fell into a relationship in the midst of a really traumatic accident where we, on one of our first family outings, someone in one of our families passed away, and we all witnessed the event happen. So it started with a traumatic experience. Like we had only been seeing each other for maybe a month, and that led to us moving in together. And then like it was in 2020, so COVID happened, and just one thing after another was happening. We were losing our jobs, everything was on lockdown. And the fighting and arguing started rather quickly with like a violent temper and just a lot of manipulations, a lot of what is it like doing and saying things to make me feel certain ways about like my friends and family to where I would like back off and what's it where they like alienate you or pull
Mm,
away from your family members in order to make them more secure.
yeah.
Um,
Lots of control then.
yeah, lots of control.
And it worked
And
on you.
yeah, yeah, it did. I was in deep, deep grief. I was not in a good spot. I started having anger outbursts, uh, a lot of abuse, like following me around the house, yelling and screaming at me in front of our children when I would be saying, "Hey, we need to calm down. Let's take 30 minutes. Let's come back to this. Let's do whatever we need to. Let's not do this right now." But then I would get followed around the house and screamed at and told, "You're running away from me. You refuse to have conversations with me." Um, degraded in front of the children. And I would be like, "We cannot do this like this in front of the children. It's not healthy for them." Um, we've broken up and gotten back together so many times we can't count. And then there was like other women. We broke up once. He was begging me to be with him. I told him I needed a few days. And then in that few days, he announced that he had a new girlfriend. I freaked out. I was like, "No, no, no, choose me. You have to be with me. You just sent me this letter yesterday. You sent me this text yesterday begging me to be with you. And now today you're with a new person." Like it was very,
Mm,
I understand my hurts and I was acting out of a hurt place instead of saying like, "Oh, this person's obviously treating me poorly. Why am I begging them back? Like they should just go with this other person." Anyways, he ended up breaking up with her, coming and moving back with me, and then cheating with me. No, cheating on her, cheating on me with her for like 3 months until he finally told her he was really trying to make it work with me and cut her off. And then she came and told me what was going on. So it was another breakup. And then after that, it was just like a slew of other women back and forth, jealousy, all kinds of crazy, crazy stuff.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, triggering in all the worst ways. Like in all of it, honestly,
Hmm.
I've learned a lot about myself and my attachment patterns and so like it's a blessings in disguise, and I don't act like that anymore, but like
So what's the relationship like with him now? Sounds like it's
um
not fully cut off yet.
it's not fully cut off. We have been talking and occasionally sleeping together, and uh we tell each other like the two things we do well are the two F's, fight and you
Hmm.
know so it's hard because like I've recognized when I'm not feeling well, I'll reach out to him for sex. And like that's totally not appropriate. I know I shouldn't do it, but I feel like impulsive and uncontrollable, and I do. Because at the same time I'm telling him we're just having this sexual relationship. I do not want to be with you. There's been too much abuse, too many lies, too much manipulation. Like I don't want to be in a relationship with you. And then it always turns into him pressing for us to work things out.
Mm.
And then I back off, and then he gets mad at me. And then, we won't talk for a week. And then somehow it'll all get reinitiated.
Hmm.
That's the pattern.
So what is it that you actually do want in a relationship?
Someone that gosh, I have a list somewhere, but not here. Um, I want someone that I can trust. I want someone that can be free to be themselves and go out and do their own things, lead their own lives, and allows me to do the same thing. I want someone that we uplift each other and encourage each other to be better people and help each other out with our life goals. Just like full support, love, someone who's fun, who has similar beliefs as me in terms of my spirituality and, life. Someone who can be a good example of a man to my son is a huge deal. Like, I want someone who will dote on me and show my son how to treat a woman, instead of what my son was learning previously was when you're mad, follow your partner around the house and scream at them. Like, that's totally not okay. I want the opposite of that. I want a healthy, loving, kind relationship.
Yeah, so nothing that this current relationship has,
Hmm.
right? It doesn't sound like it has any of those things. And yet you're having a really hard time at severing it.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. Cool. That's enough to work with. Are you
Okay.
open and available to change that pattern today?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to change
Yes.
it?
I do. I
Yeah.
want to I want to do the right things.
The right things.
Yeah.
Yeah. You live in alignment to, I know what it's like when you start on your spiritual journey and you're in between identities, right? You're letting go of the past identity and you haven't really taken on the new one yet. So you're kind of floating in the middle. And that's how
Hmm.
I see you right now is like you are floating between these two identities and you don't this part is like the biggest for you.
It's the one thing that I haven't been able to let go of or step out of. And I've had this conversation in other words with like my closest friends and my counselor. So
Yeah.
you're right on point.
If you would like to be featured as a guest on our podcast, where you can share your experiences anonymously and receive the support you need, you can apply by clicking on the link in the description. Now back to the podcast. Okay. So this is the part where we go in and we discover two things is what I'm looking for. Going in with two things. The first thing is we have to pull out the emotion that is tied to this that is stuck in your body. The little girl within you is still in a lot of pain. And the goal is really to emote some of that pain out. It's the only way that we can move the stuck old energy is to literally pull it out of your vessel. Okay. So that's the first thing we're looking to do. The second thing is to find the actual that belief that has been creating the pattern, right? So those are the two things that I'm looking to go in there with. And what's so important, and you'll be, because you've already been doing your inner work, this will probably be a lot easier for you. But for many people, sometimes when they get to the emotions, they have so much judgment about the emotion that they won't let themselves feel it. And so I like to tell you before we go into it that to feel the emotion is to emote it, move it out of your being. So don't resist the pain, feel it so that it can move out, right?
Okay.
We're not going to keep you in pain, but it does need to be moved out. And the only way to do that is to feel it. So that's why I ask you if you're open.
Yeah, I'm open to it.
And you do have Kleenex, right?
Uh, I've got a sweater. I could go get my Kleenex real quick.
Yeah, I would.
Okay, I'll be right
Because,
back.
okay.
Okay, because I've dug around deep down here, and I think I've gotten close, but I haven't.
Uh-oh, did it freeze?
I haven't been able to pull out what you're saying. We're gonna go.
Okay. You were
You
just
back?
breaking. Yeah, you were
There we go.
breaking up quite a bit there. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay. Is the laptop
I
on
can hear you.
something? Is the laptop on something right now?
Yeah, I put it on a pillow. Let me move that.
Okay, yeah, because you're probably going to want it to be stationary where I can see you as I take you through this process. But you don't have to like hold it up because that's where it gets tricky.
How is that? You can hear me okay?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to first, this is going to be kind of feel like a meditation, but I'm going to put you in a relaxed state. So you probably have your feet up. So it's not required to have your feet flat on the ground, but usually that helps. And then just make your spine as straight as you can. That's right. Just feel your spine nice and stacked where it's in alignment, and just connect to the earth beneath you, rising up to support you. Become aware of you and the earth. And I want you to also become aware that right above your head is a big, beautiful healing ball of energy. And I'd love for you to give this ball a color, whatever healing color really resonates with you right now. What color would that be?
It's like a shimmery golden light.
Golden. Beautiful. So I want you to connect to this shimmery golden ball of light right above your head. It's about an inch from your scalp. Just connect in. And I'd like you to become aware and notice that right there on the top of your head is like a moon roof. And I'd like you to open up that moon roof, open it up to allowing this golden light to move down through your body. So open it up, and I want you to let it move down, down, down through the top of your head, this liquidy golden energy, healing, beautiful energy. And I want you to feel it opening up every cell as it moves down, down, down through your body. So starting with your brain, both right and left hemispheres of your brain opening up to receiving this golden energy, allowing it to fill your eyes, fill your ears, your nose, your mouth, your lips, your teeth, your jaw, your entire head with this beautiful, relaxing, healing golden energy. That's right. Moving down your throat and your neck. That's right. Moving to your shoulders and allowing it to just melt down your arms to your elbows, your wrists, your fingers, filling each and every cell with this golden, healing, soft, beautiful energy. And I want you to see it filling your heart center. That's right. Opening up your heart. Every angle of your heart opening up to receiving this beautiful energy, moving down to your abdomen and your hips, allowing it to penetrate every organ, every muscle, every tissue. That's right. See every cell opening up to receiving this healing, relaxing energy. Moving down to your knees, down to your ankles and your feet. And take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, exhale out that golden energy to create a ball around your body. That's right. Creating this big golden ball all around your body, your entire aura filled with this golden light. That's right. And as long as you are connected to this golden energetic ball, you can't be, no harm could come to you. You're safe and you're held and you're loved within this golden energy. It's healing each and every part of you. And it's going to go deeper and deeper and deeper with every beat of your heart and every breath that you take. It's going to go deeper and deeper, putting you in a more and more and more relaxed state. Recognizing that this state is your natural state of being. And at any point in time, you can connect to it and feel these wonderful emotions of safety and relaxation and peace at any moment. And now I'd like to take your focus into your body. That's right. Connecting back to what we were talking about earlier, I want you to connect to the way you feel when you're in this toxic relationship. And we'll be even more specific, the way you feel when you're in the most toxic moment within the toxic relationship. So I want you to identify that moment that just felt the worst. And I want you to recognize and notice that there is a place in your body where these emotions stem from originally. And I want you to take your hand and place it on that area. First impression, what color is that?
It's dark,
Yeah.
just like darkness.
Okay. I'm going to have you move to the very center of that darkness. The very, very center. And as you move to the center, I want you to notice that it is projecting out from your body. And as it's projecting out from your body, notice that there's a screen that's projecting out from this dark spot. And on the screen is the very first time, the very first memory or series of memories that are connected to this emotion. Let me know when you could see clearly and recognize this memory or series of memories.
Okay, I've got it.
You've got it. First impression, how old are you?
A little, like maybe even 5.
5. Are you alone or are you with someone?
I think I'm alone.
Alone.
Like, but there's people yelling at me. So I guess
Mhm.
that's
Can you identify who's yelling at you?
my dad, my stepdad, my brother.
Dad, stepdad, brother, anyone else?
No.
I want you to see that 5-year-old you. I want you to see her in that dark bubble of emotion. And I actually want you to move into it with her. I want you to let her know that you came all the way back from the future to be with her in this moment. Move into the very center of it. And I actually want you to take on her emotions. I want you to let her know that you've come back to feel these emotions for her, that you've come back to see, hear, and be with her during this time when she needed you. What is it that she's feeling about herself right here in this moment?
just really terrible.
Mm-hmm. What is she feeling terrible about?
Just being screamed at
Mm-hmm.
for seemingly no reason,
Mm-hmm.
not knowing why she deserves to be treated like that.
Mm-hmm. What else is she feeling right here in this moment?
Just like worthlessness.
She's feeling worthless.
Yeah,
Why is she feeling worthless?
and because these people that are supposed to love her and treat her good are treating her so terribly and being so mean.
Mm-hmm. And what is she believing about herself in this moment?
Probably that there's something she's done that made her deserve it. Maybe if she stopped doing that, that she would get treated better.
Mm-hmm. What else is she believing about herself in this moment?
Just that she's worthless. Like she's doesn't deserve to be treated well.
She doesn't believe that she's worthy of being treated well.
Yeah,
Why doesn't she believe she's worthy of being treated well?
because people don't treat her well.
What else is she believing about herself right now?
I don't know. I keep going back to like if she conforms, if she does what they want, they won't treat her that way anymore.
Oh, so she believes that she has to conform to whatever they want her to be.
Yeah, like she has to be better or she has to do things differently.
I see.
She has to do what they want her to do instead of what she wants to.
Hmm. What else is she believing about herself right now?
I don't know. I don't know if there's more. Maybe just that this is life. Like this is how people who care about you treat you.
Mm. This is how people are supposed to treat you?
Yeah,
Hmm.
like that this is normal. It's okay.
Hmm. I want you to scoop her up in your arms and I want you to look deep in her eyes. I want you to connect to her pain, all this pain she's feeling. What do you want to tell her in this moment? What does she need to hear from you in this moment?
You don't have to subject yourself to anger.
What else?
You don't have to put up with it.
Mm-hmm.
You really are loved and perfect.
Mm-hmm. What else does she need to hear from you right now?
That I love you. And I'm sorry you've been treated this terribly.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to keep letting it happen. You can change that.
Can you tell her how she can change that?
You're allowed to say no. And you're allowed to walk away.
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't have to care about other people's feelings when they're treating you bad.
Mm-hmm.
You need to put yourself first.
Mm-hmm. I want you to tell her that she did not deserve any of that treatment. She did not deserve any of it. She is perfect. She's divine. There's nothing wrong with her except that she has allowed others to treat her so badly. What else do you want to tell her?
My brain keeps going back to, like, I love you and it's okay. It's not your fault. You didn't know. You didn't know. And it's okay to learn how to do better. And even though it's scary, you can still change. You don't have to keep doing this.
Mm-hmm. What other wisdom can you give her for her life moving forward? What wisdom can you give her?
I don't know. Am I allowed to cuss?
Yes, please do. I want you to get as loud and aggressive. That's how we change, is emotionally expressing ourselves in those powerful ways.
I want, I want to tell her to tell people to fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep going.
Yeah, you can tell them to fuck off and turn your backs on them, and you don't have to go back. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to make people who don't like you or treat you poorly see that you really are a good person. And it's not on you to prove yourself to people.
Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
What color is that bubble now?
Mm, the one she was in when she was being yelled at?
No, the one, what is that bubble? Did the color change now?
The healing bubble? I'm sorry.
Hers,
Her
that
bubble?
5-year-old you, she was in that dark bubble. What color does the bubble look now?
It's gone.
Beautiful. So
It's just
I want you to give her your golden bubble. I want you to put it all around her, and I want you to tell her that this is her healing bubble, and that anytime she needs to feel safe and protected and loved and receive all the wisdom that you just gave her, all she has to do is connect to this golden bubble, and all that information will be downloaded. She'll be protected. She'll be held. She'll be loved. And I want you to let her know that anytime she needs you, that you will come all the way back for her, because she's that special. She's that wonderful. And she's actually the most important person in your life. And I want you to give her a big hug. And I want you to tell her, anytime you need me, I will come for you. And come up with some sort of signal that she can let you know that she needs you and you will come for her. Could you come up with that symbol? Or it could be a sound, it could be a bird, it could be a color, it could be anything, but some way that she could let you know that she needs you. Let me know when you have that.
okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
What is it?
Um, like that tightening feeling in your stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Something's
Mm-hmm.
not right. Like when I feel
Mm-hmm.
that, I know I need to
Mm-hmm.
comfort her.
Perfect. Now, the key to this is honoring your word. When you tell her you're coming back for her, you must honor this. This is how she will learn to trust you. Yes, she is you, but she is also just a part of you, one of the very many parts that is you. So you have to honor this commitment to her. When you feel those feelings, that tightening in your stomach, you must connect with her. You must hold her in your arms, and you must let her know that everything's going to be okay, and put her in that golden bubble. Okay? Now, when you see that smile come over her face because she feels like she trusts you, I want you to go ahead and shrink her down to the size of a postage stamp or smaller. And I want you to take her and I want you to place her in your heart, so that she is always with you right there in your heart. You're connected and bound together. Literally pick her up and put her in your heart. And once she's there, I want you to rise up out of that scene, go all the way 30 feet above that scene. And as you look down, I want you to see right where she was standing. I want you to see your dad, your stepdad, your brother, all standing there in that scene. I want you to see the golden bubble, but that little 5-year-old you is now in your heart. She's no longer in that space. And I want you from there to come all the way back to the present moment. And as you do, making your way back to the present moment, I want you to look down and see all the old structures based on that old system crumbling, falling away, solving, resolving with so much ease. I want you to see them completely annihilated, and in their place, new, beautiful, strong structures based on this new place, this new decision you made to love and honor yourself, to put yourself above everyone else. That's right, knowing that that is the key to loving yourself, to having what you want, knowing that you're worthy of having it, is proving it by making the decision to love you in whatever way feels the best, and being okay with letting go of the things that don't fit in the new program. As you make your way back to the present moment, pausing right above you in this moment, looking down, seeing you sitting right there in the here and now, and make your way down, down, to reintegrate back into the body, seeing that moon roof open to receiving all the different parts of you from this new place with all these new transmissions, the new coding, the new wiring based on this clear system. Moving down, down, down through the top of your head, integrating back into the shoulders, the hips, energizing every cell as you're moving down. And as you're moving down, notice that all the cells in your body are being recoded, recalibrated, realigned to this new system with ease and grace and flow. What is the shaking of your head for?
Sorry, it was like literally my scalp started tingling.
Okay, good. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure the head, the subconscious mind is very tricky like this. And sometimes when we shake our head, it's the old system saying, no, no, I don't want to die. It's the ego not wanting to let go. So in that moment, I just want you to choose. No, I'm choosing the new program. I'm choosing this new set point, because I've released the pain, because I've released those old stuck beliefs that I'm not good enough and I'm not worthy of having what I want. I'm releasing those because those are the old system. And I'm choosing the new system where I get to love and honor myself, where I get to be the queen, the goddess that I am. And I'm not going to deny that. I'm not going to keep myself small for any old system because that system is dead. So reintegrating back into the body, choosing the new system. Saying this system is safe. It's good for me. It's what I desire. From this new place of knowing that I am the goddess. I forgot for a minute. I forgot, but now I remember. Now I remember. And I say yes, 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 yes to me. The me of my soul. That true essence, that God spark that cannot be anything but the brilliant, blessed, beautiful being that I be. Taking a deep breath in, allowing the new pathways based on this new programming, integrating all those different parts back into the body, re-energizing those cells, wiggling your fingers and toes, taking a deep breath in and batting your eyes open when you're ready. How do you feel?
Good. I feel lighter. I was not expecting that.
You weren't expecting what, to feel lighter?
I to go where we went.
Ah, that's the norm, to not expect where we go.
Yeah. I mean, I know I've been emotionally abused for the majority of my life, but I don't know. I knew it affected me, but I didn't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah, because like you said on your track, the beliefs were this is normal, this is life. So if that's your belief system, then this is normal. This is just what life is,
Yeah.
right? Those are your beliefs. Those are your deeply coded beliefs. And the big one that I noticed was she has to do what they want, no matter if she wants it or not. I was like, oh, that's an interesting belief. She has to do
Yeah.
what they want, whether she wants it or not. And if you looked at that, where does that show up in your life, that belief?
Probably everywhere. But it's been all of my relationships, you know.
Yeah, because it's your core belief. It's in my
Yeah.
line of work, we call them commands.
Yeah. If you want them to love you, you have to ignore parts of yourself or ignore your own needs. Essentially, it's the same.
Well, see, the thing is when someone's in, when I take you through that process, I'm tapping into your subconscious. It's not on a conscious level. And so I go by the clues of there's sometimes your conscious mind comes in some of the words, but I'm looking for the words of the 5-year-old.
Hmm.
I'm looking for how it would come across to a 5-year-old because the beliefs came in her. So your rational thoughts, you could be like, well, actually, but I'm looking at her beliefs because her is you. But this was
Yeah.
when they came in, and it was based on her perception as this little child. She didn't have an adult's perspective, right?
Yeah.
In her perception, she's this little girl and she's being screamed at for no reason by all these males. And she's saying, this must be life. This must be what it's like to just be alive, is that I just get to take all their stuff and become what they want me to be. right?
Yeah, that's so sad.
It is sad. And that's why I do what I do, because I want that little girl to be heard, seen, and felt. Because once she's heard, seen, and felt, guess what happens? She gets healed. And guess what? You don't attract the same patterns anymore because
Yeah,
she is you. So that's why for me, I found this because it was the only thing that got to the root cause of my trauma wounds. It was the only thing that changed my life was by healing that little girl.
yeah,
And so this is just step one because she's still in there, in all ages that you've ever been, they're still inside. And so
yeah,
this was the one who had the loudest voice, which is why she showed up today. Usually that is if I'm work with someone the first time, I will get someone around age 5 is what I want, because that's right when we're getting the upper faculties are kind of coming onto the scene. So that's like the youngest where we can really tap into right before you get those upper faculties and you're no longer open, right? It's closing up. So
yeah,
it's a really good age that I like to get to is right around 5. So it's good, but
yeah,
there's still lots more ages in there that need to be healed. So this is step one, and I hope it's been good, and I hope that you can really keep that relationship with her open because she needs you probably the most.
yeah, yeah. And I've been doing inner child work and, I have started like when I start feeling a certain way, I'll go find out what's going on with her, like hug her, comfort her, and try. And so like this was just deeper
Yeah.
than than the other stuff I've done. So that's good.
Well, yeah, that's why I tell people, that's why I don't really take on anyone on the podcast unless they've started their journey, because if they have done no inner work, this can be,
Yeah.
opening Pandora's box. But if for someone like you who's been doing the work, you understand, like, no, this is good. Getting
Mm-hmm.
getting to the root cause is really good, but some people might not see it that way if they haven't even started on their journey yet. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's why you were a great model of like the way this could be the most breakthrough for you because you just went there.
Yeah, I think I was ready.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because I don't know if you recognize the connection, but I said connect to the emotions you feel at the worst parts of the toxic relationship. And immediately you pulled up that memory. So just seeing the connection there, it's like the liars, cheaters, manipulators, the addicts. And then here it takes me to this belief that says I have to do whatever they want me to do, even if I don't want to do it. Do you see that
yeah.
connection there?
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah.
Like there
Do
was
you,
some,
no, go ahead.
sorry, there was some like deep imprints, on my soul
Hmm.
from childhood. So,
Yeah. And I bet if I could take that all the way, because usually it takes a few sessions before I can go back to before your lifetime, do the past life. But I'm
mm,
sure that comes back through your lineage on one or both of the sides, probably where there's abusive men. Is it on one or both sides?
both sides,
Yeah,
like
that's what I figured.
parental and maternal, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
My
that's what I was feeling.
Yeah, my mom was abused, her mom was abused, my dad was abused, his mom was abused, and who knows how much farther, I don't know a lot of the history, but I know literally everyone was not treated well growing up in my family. So,
Yeah, that's what I was feeling. Um, do you know anyone else that would be a good fit to do one of these sessions for the podcast?
okay, I'm sorry you started breaking up. Did you ask me if I know anyone else that would be a good candidate?
Hmm.
Um,
Yes.
Yeah, I have a couple friends that have also been, doing some deep work, some stuff. I could ask them if they want to be.
Okay, that would be great. Whenever I get people who are in this space, they're already in this, self-development space. I like to ask because you probably already know people. Because sometimes I get people that want to come on and they haven't done enough work, you know, to do something
Yeah.
this deep. And so I have a feeling some people that like this kind of stuff.
Oh, for sure. I have a couple people in mind. I can give them your information.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, that would be really great. It was such a pleasure to take you through that and to be there with you in it because I'm the third person just there with you in the event. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool for me, but I consider
Well,
it a great honor.
and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Like I literally feel lighter
Yeah.
and I feel like it's okay for me to move forward in whichever way I decide to, and it's okay for me to tell someone to fuck off.
In fact, I'd prefer you to tell more people to fuck off. Like it's like I really feel when you're in the realm that we are where we're growing and expanding, most people are not going to be able to go with you. So you're going to
Yeah,
be you got to get comfortable with saying goodbye because it's never really goodbye. We're eternal beings. We come and poke around. You have to understand that they were all of service to you because they showed you a pattern. But once you see the pattern, they've done their job. They've done their job. And so it's not really goodbye. It's like, I'll see you next time around. We'll have
yeah,
different contracts next time we come in. But the contract has been fulfilled. And you just have to see it as like, okay, the contract has been fulfilled. Thank you so much for everything you taught me because it really is, these are lessons. And you get to send them away with love and say, oh, I wish great things for you and I'm going all the way up. But
yeah,
you have to make this decision with him because you're going to keep getting the same. That's what I know about life. We're going to keep getting the same lesson until it's learned. And then we could say, okay, I received the message loud and clear. And now this is what I want. So if the man does not have the attributes on your list, you do not get to give them your energy. And sex is an energetic exchange. You're electromagnetically sticking him onto you tighter and tighter every time you let him inside,
yeah.
And so maybe do some cutting cords. You do cutting cord meditation.
Yeah, cutting cords, black walnut baths.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
good stuff.
so yeah. So just make the decision and say, see that little 5-year-old girl. And when you say no, you're like, I am saying no for you, my beautiful, delicious being that you are. Like,
Yeah,
I'm saying no for you. And you could see it for me. Like, before I had the love for myself, I had to see it as my children. I have 3 daughters. So I had to see it for them, that I was standing for them. That little me kind of blended into them. And we were just this one, because that's our lineage, right? It's just these patterns. And so, whatever it takes for you to stand for her, do you know what I'm saying? Use
yeah.
that.
You are literally like, say there's a board with some nails in it that are just partially hammered in because I've touched on all of them a little bit.
Uh huh.
Like literally everything you're saying is just like boom, boom, boom. Nails are in, we're done. So you're like really reconfirming or yeah, giving me the confirmation on
Good.
everything you're saying. So thank you.
Yay. You're doing it,
Yes.
girl. I want you to be so proud of yourself. You're doing
Yes.
it. And I want you to acknowledge that like you've done so much and you're coming so far and you're just going to keep doing it.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, it's been such a pleasure. And if you need me for any reason, in fact, I'm getting ready to start these workshops coming up, and they might be helpful for you if you want to join in on one of them. But if you want me to send you the information when we get them all set up, the links or whatnot, I could do that.
Yes. Yes, please do.
Yay. Okay, wonderful. Well, you have a good day and make sure you drink a lot of water because that was very detoxing. And
Okay.
yeah, be good to yourself tonight. Maybe have one of those baths.
Yes, I will. Thank you so much. It was nice
You're
meeting
welcome.
you.
It was so great meeting you. Bye, hun.
Bye.